Hey, Emna, if my life this past week were a movie, the audience would definitely sue the screenwriter for being way too cruel to the main character.
Haha, look at you. You look just like a phone at 1% battery still trying to run a heavy graphics app. About to shut down?
The system is showing a 404 error. Yesterday, I intended to open my books to study, but my brain sent an emergency alert. Please stop access to preserve your sanity. Memory is full of junk.
It's a miracle you haven't evaporated into thin air yet. Rumor has it you're booked solid with exams this week.
It was so intense that I suspect our school was built on some ancient curse. Monday, math. Tuesday, presentation. Wednesday, group project. Thursday, submission. And the climax was Friday, when the teacher sent a very humane message. Rest up this weekend to recharge, everyone.
That sounds exactly like a doctor drawing a liter of blood from you and saying, "Hang in there, it won't hurt a bit."
Exactly. I read that message and just wanted to stand up and applaud her dark sense of humor.
But anyway, congratulations, warrior. You survived.
I'm surviving like someone who just stepped out of the eye of a storm. My body is here, but my soul has gone on a spiritual retreat to another planet.
Based on those dark circles, I can tell you've been hustling until dawn again, right?
There were days at 3 a.m. when I sat staring at my pile of assignments like a toxic relationship. I knew it was painful. I knew I should let go, but I kept diving back in, because I was afraid of being dumped by my lover, deadline.
Ha ha! Such a truly heartbreaking analogy.
The worst part was when I loaded up on caffeine to stay awake. The result: my heart woke up first, beating like a war drum, while my mind was still fast asleep.
I know that feeling. Your whole body's shaking like a phone on vibrate in a movie theater.
Exactly. My hands shook so much while writing the exam that the proctor thought I was writing a prescription in code.
Ha ha! And what about that presentation incident? I heard it was your most glorious moment.
Oh, it was an international level incident. I stood before the class, took a deep breath, confidently opened the first slide, and boom! A pure white screen, like the first snow of the season.
Don't tell me you forgot to save it?
I did save it, but I saved it in my imagination.
Oh my god! So, what did you do next?
The whole class went silent for 3 seconds. Those 3 seconds felt longer than my entire youth combined. At that moment, all I could do was laugh.
You just laughed?
When people hit rock bottom in despair, they only have two choices: either cry pathetically or laugh like a villain about to go dark. I chose option 2.
Haha, so what did the teacher say?
The teacher looked at me with an affectionate gaze. You truly are a living example of why we need the save button and courage.
If it were me, I would have turned to stone right then and there.
Not really. The survival instinct is a strange thing. I started winging it from memory. I spoke so fast that I felt like a rapper competing in a national tournament.
But at least you finished the task.
Yeah, I finished it much to my friends' bewilderment. They looked at me like they were watching a video at 2x speed.
Haha, I shouldn't laugh at my friend's pain, but that really was too entertaining.
Go ahead and laugh. If you don't laugh, I'll have to face this embarrassment alone, and that's scarier than the deadline itself.
Do you know what the most tragic thing is for students who study as hard as we do?
Is it the assignment that never ends?
No, it's when you're actually on break, but your heart still carries a vague sense of guilt.
Oh my God, you just read my whole life. Some days I lie down to watch cat videos for 5 minutes to decompress, then end up scolding myself as if I just betrayed the future of humanity.
I'm even worse. I opened a How to Study Effectively video for motivation, but as soon as I heard the phrase, "be persistent," I was persistent in going to sleep.
Haha, at least your brain knows how to save itself. It's like a system shut down upon overload.
But then again, you're quite tough. To handle that much pressure without losing your mind.
Not at all. I'm just good at the art of pretending to be okay. On the outside, I'm as calm as a lake, but on the inside, it's a Category 12 tsunami.
Aren't we all?
Sometimes I sit amidst a pile of textbooks and ask myself, am I seeking knowledge or am I participating in a reality show survival challenges in the lecture hall.
If this were a survival game, the final boss would definitely be the deadline.
And what's the reward after beating the boss? It's another bigger boss named additional homework.
A reward full of educational value and willpower training.
I remember last Wednesday, my group had an online meeting. I thought everyone would be so serious.
Let me guess. No one prepared anything?
Wrong. Everyone prepared very carefully, but they prepared reasons to bail.
Ha ha. Right.
One friend said the internet was out, another said they lost the file, and one even bluntly messaged, "I'm on a soul-healing journey. Don't make me do the PowerPoint."
Healing while the deadline is breathing down your neck? That's a terrifyingly optimistic lifestyle.
If deadline heard that, even it would fall into depression.
Actually, the exhaustion of studying isn't in the knowledge. It's in the feeling of always racing against time, but always coming in last.
Spot on. A day passes as fast as a blink. You open your eyes to Monday, and in a blink, the clock says the exam is tomorrow.
I once intended to set up a perfectly scientific schedule.
And the result?
I spent 3 whole hours decorating that schedule to make it beautiful and artistic. Then I was so tired that I went straight to sleep without doing a single thing on it.
That's called fake productivity. At least, that piece of paper looks very motivating.
I even downloaded a time management app to my phone.
Is it effective?
Was it effective?
Technology nowadays isn't just smart. It knows how to hurt people too. One day I was determined to study through the night. I sat at my desk, opened my books, prepared my pens and rulers, and brewed a very strong pot of tea. My posture was extremely professional.
Sounds promising.
Then I realized I forgot to get water. I went to get water and saw a pile of snacks. After eating, I felt a bit heavy, so I lay down for 5 minutes. And those 5 minutes lasted until 7 a.m. the next morning.
You definitely have a hidden camera in my room, don't you? How can we be so alike?
But honestly, after a week of wrestling with words, sitting in the park like this is truly a salvation.
I love this space. Trees don't ask, "How far along is your essay?"
Right, birds don't send reminder emails at 11 p.m.
If birds sent emails, the content would be, tweet, please submit the report in PDF format before sunrise, or points will be deducted from your sunflower seeds.
Don't say any more. I'm starting to get haunted even by the sound of birds chirping. But seriously, tired as I am, I'm still happy because at least I didn't give up.
Yeah, we can complain all day, but tomorrow morning we'll be back at it again.
Sometimes all you need is a park bench, a glass of water, and a friend to dump all the trash in your head to feel relieved.
And I'm always ready to be your trash can.
Thank you, Emna. You must be tired just listening to my venting.
Not at all. Hearing your story makes me realize I'm not alone in this quagmire. We're all legal victims of the education system.
That sounds like the name of a secret society, doesn't it? The Society of Deadline Survivors.
What are the requirements for joining?
With panda eyes and a spirit as fragile as glass.
Great. I qualify. Give me a VIP membership.
Welcome, new member. Your reward is a lifetime free pass to this park bench. You know, talking to you has completely cleared my cache memory.
Then promise me one thing to maintain the system.
What is it?
Tonight, go to bed early. No phone, no books, no thinking about tomorrow.
I will. Try.
Don't use the word try. Use definitely. If I see your green light on social media at 2 a.m., I'll send you 100 deadline reminder emails.
Haha, such pressure. You're exactly the kind of best friend who knows how to be both soothing and professionally threatening. Next week will surely be a new battle.
But at least this week's war has ended gloriously.
Indeed. So, Warrior Emna, any plans for tonight?
First, an intercontinental sleep without an alarm. After that, we'll see.
A plan that couldn't be more perfect.
Alex, I just unearthed a truth even more horrifying than failing math.
What? Did you just watch a video on 10 signs Earth will be invaded by aliens at 3 a.m. again?
No, this is much more practical and painful.
Don't tell me you just stumbled upon our exam results?
I just realized the phrase let's go out sometime has been in the chat group for exactly 3 months and 10 days.
Ah, that's called a ghost project. It exists based on strong faith, but has never had any budget dispersed.
It's just like your promise of I'll definitely go to sleep early tonight to recharge.
Hey, don't get personal. Last night I intended to be in bed by 10. At 10:05, I accidentally clicked on a video titled How to Build a Spaceship Out of Beer Cans. By 2 a.m., I had become an aerospace expert without a single can in my hand.
I get it. Some nights I stay up just to watch a cat argue with a banana. I even sat there analyzing if the cat's logic was sound or not.
The internet isn't a tool. It's a black hole that swallows our dignity and time.
Exactly. At first, it's just watching one short video. Then a few hours later, you wake up and find yourself learning how to grow barley in Antarctica to prepare for a haze age.
While the most practical survival skill I have is opening a cup of instant noodles without breaking the plastic fork.
Hey, that fork breaking was a manufacturing defect. Don't bring it up again.
All right, back to the main point. We really should go somewhere. A real trip.
Agreed. We need a specific combat plan. This weekend, you in?
Deal.
Where to?
Up to you.
Eat what?
Whatever works.
What time do we leave?
Let's see how the weather is. And my luck then.
There. This go-with-the-flow attitude is exactly why we've been sitting here from summer to fall and still haven't left this park.
At least we're consistent with our goal of doing absolutely nothing.
How about the beach? Listen to the waves and just chill.
But the beach is sunny, and my skin is very sensitive. Plus, I don't want to become sun-dried squid.
How about mountain climbing? Fresh air, working the muscles.
Mountain climbing? Are you planning to take someone with negative physical strength like me on a torture march? I'm already out of breath, just walking from the school gate to class.
So what do you want? How about the mall?
That place is just people and more people. I've suddenly developed crowd phobia.
Might as well stay home then.
Good idea. Staying home saves money, has AC, and I won't worry about getting lost.
So what have we been planning for this whole time?
Just to feel like I'm an active person with ambition.
I think the adult world is truly bizarre. As kids, we dreamed of being free to go anywhere.
And now, the pinnacle of freedom is being able to lie still like a piece of furniture and not be disturbed by anyone.
Do you know I did something very athletic yesterday?
Don't tell me you stood up to exercise in between.
No, I went on a transborder journey, from bed station to fridge stop to get a carton of milk.
8 steps of pure determination. I'm proud of you.
But honestly, every time we plan something big, something always goes wrong. Last time you said, let's wake up early tomorrow for a romantic sunrise coffee.
Yeah, I set 5 alarms, 5 minutes apart, with a really loud ringtone.
And
I turned off all 5 with skillful mastery in a state of total unconsciousness. I woke up at 10:30. The sunrise had long since gone to sleep.
I think our problem is delusions of grandeur regarding our own physical activity levels.
Right. We always talk about going far, to the beach, to the mountains, living life to the fullest. It sounds grand, but the reality is, we can't even choose a place for lunch.
Hay là bắt đầu bằng cái gì đó nhỏ bé thôi.
For example,
Let's go for ice cream tomorrow. Just ice cream, no sunrise, no ocean, no self-torture.
surprisingly feasible. No need to pack a suitcase. No need to wake up at 5 a.m. to pretend to love life.
Exactly. Just bring your mouth to eat and your wallet to pay.
Wait, what if it rains tomorrow? Cold ice cream plus rain makes it easy to get sick.
Then bring an umbrella.
And what if that ice cream shop is too crowded and we have to wait in line? I'm allergic to waiting in lines.
Alex, you're the type of person who reads restaurant reviews for a whole week, then finally picks a random street stall, right?
There was one time I spent so long watching reviews that by the time I decided to go, the shop had closed down.
I'm all too familiar with your habits.
How about you? Saint of preparation, Emna. A 2-hour picnic and you bring stuff as if you're settling on a deserted island.
That's being thorough. Tissues, wet wipes, stomach meds, mosquito spray, 3 power banks, and a bag of snacks in every flavor.
Hey, are you going on a picnic or opening a mobile convenience store?
I'm just afraid of what if.
And that just-in-case bag is always the one I end up carrying for you.
That's called the social division of labor. I handle logistics, you handle transport. Makes total sense.
As for me, I prepare my mindset very carefully. I just often forget the accessories like my wallet.
Those accessories are the only things that keep you from having to wash dishes for the shop, you idiot.
But hey, sitting here talking nonsense like this feels even better than going to those fancy places.
Yeah, you're right. No one here forces us to be productive or take glamorous check-in photos.
Every time I open social media, I see people waking up at 4 a.m., running 10 kilometers, and reading 2 business books. Looking back at myself, just being able to open my eyes feels like a monumental achievement.
Haha, so it's a deal for tomorrow? Ice cream. No canceling. No, let's see.
Deal, but I have one condition.
Now what?
I get to choose the ice cream flavor. I am a person of high aesthetic taste in the culinary world.
The person who once ordered pineapple pizza and claimed it was the pinnacle of combinations dares to talk about culinary taste?
That's the art of contrasting flavors. Sweet pineapple, rich cheese, it's a symphony.
To me, that's a crime against humanity.
Let's just drop that. See you tomorrow. Remember to bring your survival bag.
For what?
So I can snack on your stuff. Friends are for sharing burdens and sharing food.
You really are a trained opportunist. Remember to bring your wallet. I don't want to see you standing there emotionally reading movie posters outside the theater again.
That thing. You're still holding a grudge?
I'll bring that up at your wedding later.
This friendship is truly terrifying.
No, my memory is the scariest thing. Go home. If you're late tomorrow, I'm eating your share.
I'm still feeling a bit lightheaded. This is a giant leap for mankind, a giant leap for 2 lazy people like us.
Don't overstate it. This is just a historical moment when 2 worn-out batteries decide to leave the wall socket.
We should take a picture as proof. So later we have something to tell our grandkids. Back in the day, your grandparents defeated their laziness to go eat ice cream on a sunny afternoon.
Sounds heroic, but that mint chocolate ice cream choice of yours looks truly dangerous for the digestive system.
Why? Mint chocolate is the pinnacle of sophistication.
No, it's a culinary crime. It's no different from eating toothpaste mixed with chocolate toppings.
You really don't have a soul for flavor art. The freshness of mint combined with the bitterness of chocolate is a symphony.
I just hear a broken song. You're the person who once ordered salt coffee and then sued the staff for adding salt by mistake. I'll never trust your palate again.
Who would have thought they'd be so honest with the salt? It was as salty as the East Sea.
The name of the drink is salt coffee, Alex. And aren't you the type who sees mildly spicy on the menu and then sits there sobbing in the restaurant?
I always believe in the goodness of humanity, but humanity often betrays me with chili and salt. One time I ordered level 1 spicy noodles, and the waiter looked at me with a gaze full of pity, like looking at an innocent deer about to enter a forbidden forest.
With a cosmic signal that clear, you still dove right in?
Out of self-respect as a man. The result was that I drank the shop's entire water supply and almost called the fire department.
Ha ha! Truly nothing left to say.
But hey, don't you think we adults are strange? When I was little, I thought growing up meant knowing everything, like a superhero.
Yeah, and now your superhero is looking up how to fold a blanket as perfectly as the military videos, right?
How about you? Didn't you just Google how to talk to a cactus so it stops wilting the other day?
The result is it still passed away peacefully. I think adults are just kids trying to play the role of I'm doing just fine.
Exactly. Everyone walks down the street, looking determined, as if they hold the secrets of the universe, but inside they're screaming, "Crap, did I lock the door?"
I once spent 30 minutes looking for my glasses all over the house while I was wearing them.
That's nothing. I once used my phone's flashlight to look for that very phone under the bed.
That's not being absent-minded. That's a sign of the brain being past its expiration date.
Do you know what the scariest feeling is? It's not seeing a ghost.
What else? Out of money?
No, it's when you walk into a room with burning determination, but the moment you step through the door, your brain hits the clear task button. You freeze, asking yourself, who am I? Where am I? What the hell did I come in here for?
Exactly. At those times, I usually have to stand still for a few seconds, pretending to be thinking about the workings of the world economy to maintain my image, while actually waiting for the system to reboot.
But honestly, this park is a paradise for meaningless stories. Here, no one judges whether you're a successful person or not.
If anyone looks, I'll pretend to be discussing a trillion-dollar project, like the mint ice cream market is showing signs of toothpaste inflation. We need to restructure the investment portfolio.
Haha, agreed. I propose a merger with the Pineapple Pizza Corporation to create a global taste crisis.
Don't mention pineapple pizza anymore. I don't want to start a war here.
Hey, have you noticed people's photo-taking habits lately? They're laughing and chatting away, but as soon as someone shouts 1, 2, 3, snap, their faces immediately go blank, as serious as a mugshot.
Me too. Often I look in the mirror and think I'm okay, but when I look at the front camera, I just want to apologize to the lens for making it house this face.
I get it. The front camera is the most cruelly honest thing in the world.
And the phone thing. I can reply to texts at lightning speed, but as soon as the phone rings, my heart starts pounding like I'm watching a horror movie.
Especially when an unknown number calls. I watch the screen vibrate and question my conscience to see if I owe anyone or committed a crime in a past life. Once, I let the phone ring until it stopped, just because I hadn't rehearsed a script to answer it.
Haha, you really have late-stage direct communication phobia syndrome.
As I get older, I find joys so simple it's almost pathetic. Getting a dreamless sleep, or going to the supermarket and buying the last discounted item on the shelf. And suddenly, life feels like it's in full bloom.
For me, it's opening the fridge to find food that hasn't expired yet, or the Wi-Fi suddenly getting strong while watching a movie.
When I was a kid, I thought I'd be cool and decisive when I grew up. Now, I stand at the milk tea counter for 10 minutes just to choose between 30% sugar and 50% sugar.
And in the end, you still pick the first thing you saw, right?
Right. Reading the menu is just to give yourself the feeling of being a person with choices and deep thinking. Hey, an important question. Why is it that every time I clean my room, I find lost items in the most nonsensical places? My earbuds were once in the freezer. Can you believe it?
Maybe it wanted to feel the cold of mint chocolate? I found lipstick in the pocket of the jacket I was wearing after tearing the whole house apart.
Our brains are really playing hide and seek with themselves. But I like afternoons like this. No topic, no destination, just jumping from one story to another.
They call that matching frequencies.
Sounds deep. How long can you maintain this state?
About 3 seconds, because your ice cream is about to perform a migration onto your shirt.
Arg, damn, it's melting too fast. Where are the tissues? Save me.
I told you, how can someone who only brings their soul survive? Good thing I have the whole world in my backpack here.
See? This is exactly why we're two of a kind. One person who over-prepares and one who doesn't prepare at all. We are the perfect balance of the ecosystem.
That's just a fatal Rio freeloader and I'm the protector.
Come on, let's go to the movies next time.
Calm down, warrior. We just barely completed the mission of eating ice cream in the park. Don't increase the difficulty too fast. I'm afraid your OS will shut down again.
All right, take it slow. One day we'll be mature enough to book a trip a week in advance without canceling at the last minute.
I'll believe that when you start bringing your own tissues for ice cream. Now, let's go. I'm starting to miss my bed.